You are listening to the Park Flyer Podcast, where we discuss our RC adventures.
Welcome to the Park Flyer Podcast, where we discuss the ups and downs of the new RC Flyer. Join your hosts, Michael and Jay, as they take flight at the park. Now on with the show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Park Flyer Podcast. I'm Michael from Arizona. With me always are my good friends.
Jay from Flying High while he's down low in the low country.
And Shannon G and Mesa AZ.
That's so funny to hear. He's like so stuck on that from the hills of Texas. He's got to.
Well, you can't take a decade and just chuck it.
I know, right? It's just so hard. It's like, I got to come up with something else. But
yeah, it's like Casey Kasem. Keep reaching for the stars. You know?
That's it. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, it's. I'm sure he'll sit around long enough. Maybe a couple more episodes, we'll have it figured out. But welcome to the Park Flyer Podcast. This episode, once again, brought to you by G. Willikers. They are aero accessories. Go talk to those guys and see if you can get your cradles. Having said that, that's kind of one of our. We'll bring that into the topic of what this podcast is about. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Go to our website there and give us a thumbs up. Our YouTube page, give us a thumbs up, and join the Park Flyer Podcast listeners group. We do appreciate it. Helps our channel grow, and definitely send us some info. Make sure that we're growing and talking about what you want to hear. So, having said all that, a little bit of news before we get into our main topic. Shannon, unfortunately, Charlie
Nelson
so
Charlie Nelson. He's a longtime member of Arizona Mile Aviators. He's been big in scale across the nation.
Mm-hmm.
He actually lives in Boston or Massachusetts usually, but he was here a lot. But he passed away this past Saturday, and which is sad. He was a great guy. I spoke with him many times. He was a mentor to one of our guest, Tim Dickey, who's big in the scale world now, and Tim was actually going to compete at the Nats in team scale with him, but obviously that didn't happen. He competed still with another airplane in team scale with somebody else that he worked with. But so we're sad about them passing to Charlie. He was such a great person, and he was also being nominated, or not nominated, but inducted into the Scale RC Hall of Fame, and the same day. So it's kind of bittersweet. But Tim Dickey, who I just mentioned, he actually competed at the Nats this past weekend, and he got first place in team scale with another airplane he built with somebody else, and then he also got second place in expert. So he's again requalified for the the USA World Team, which is going to be going to England in 2026 . So hopefully we can go cover that live, right, guys?
Yeah. It's in the budget.
So,
let's do it. Well, if we get some good sponsors, who knows?
That's true. We could go. There's good sponsors. I know when we were talking about it earlier, I think Shannon mentioned that we could take the motorhome, but we'd have to put it on a boat and get it over there unless Jay has some connections over at the C-17 and we could get it on an airplane. But I don't know if it actually fit in the back of one of those. But yes, we are sorry to hear about that. And but excited about Tim. We've had him on the podcast. He kind of walked us through the last time that he went to Romania and all the fun stuff, and has done a good job. So we always like seeing his work. It's amazing, the details. All that stuff is just truly amazing.
Yep.
And
he learned a lot when he was in Romania, and he's already applied most of it. Like he's been cutting the weight of his aircraft, like all of his scale aircraft, like in half almost.
That's crazy.
Things he made like the pilots. So we all left on a pilot. We have to have a pilot for scale. But a lot we're buying the dolls, basically they're dolls, right? Okay, sure. But what he found out is a lot of the guys, there's actually not a doll there. There's like a wire frame.
Yep.
Sometimes it's like pipe cleaners, and they just put the clothes over top of it. There's so it cuts the weight in half. Yeah. So just things like that you can see, or just change the material. It may looks the same, but if it's not structural, you can kind of get away with it. So just all that kind of fun stuff's cool to see.
Yeah, I think both of the pilots I have in the L39 look full scale, but they're actually like I don't know what they call it, like the stuffing inside a pillow. That's really what they are.
Okay.
They're just filled out, right? So they're super lightweight. A couple of companies out there that do it. We'll have to throw one in the description, I guess. But well, that's fantastic that he's able to do that, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from him when he's headed over to England for the Worlds. It's always kind of cool to hear that and see it. Let's see. We're trying to beat the heat. It's 118 degrees here in Phoenix. It's kind of moved us indoors. I'm doing a lot of building on Scott's, new F-86 that showed up at my house, and trying to put some radio work in it. It's almost ready to go. Between my work schedule and trying to get other stuff done, I have neglected a little bit of it, but it's slowly working on there, and hopefully the next couple months or so we'll have it ready to mate. So that'll be exciting.
And Jay's got boxes full of airplanes behind him. I can see them.
Yep, Jay's got boxes. He's using those as furniture, I think, at the moment. But so if you have furniture and you want to get rid of it, just we'll give you Jay's address. You can send him a nightstand or something.
Pair. Make sure it's some pairs.
That's it.
4 chairs.
A pair of. I just sent him a Home Depot card for the cardboard boxes in Home Depot. So
Great
over there.
I can start working on the other room.
Is what we need. I'm looking forward to the guest room with all the cardboard and newspaper. Here you go, sir. This is where you're staying.
I'm doing my part for the ecology and saving trees. Well, maybe not saving the trees exactly, but
reusing trees, reusing them. That's the best part. Yeah.
I know, right?
Repurposing them,
getting every ounce of them trees. That's
true. So, well, today is an exciting day. It's when we're recording this, although it's going to come out a couple days later, but when we're recording this, we did get notice that EFlight has now released a new aircraft. It's a new airframe that's coming out. It's on pre-order right now for delivery in September. We as Parkflyer Podcast are not part of the delivery, where they send us not yet anyway. So we don't really have one in my hands.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, exactly.
Nudge, nudge. Yeah.
No, right. But the 320neo airliner has been released. It was a 4-year. I was told it was like 4 years in the making. They had initially started to design this as kind of a kind of the competition for some of the other airliners that were coming out in this foam. They were doing a lot of research on it. I think they got into, some manufacturing problems, and they had to kind of switch gears at the last second. But after, the 4 years, they got everything working. The airliner is out for pre-order now on the EFlight website, and it looks amazing. Several of the guys that are on the pre-release schedules got their hands on some. I've actually seen some of their videos. What surprised me the most, and Shannon, you can kind of put your 2 cents in as well, was that I was expecting it as a 90 millimeter, 80 or 90 millimeter. It's 64 millimeter.
Yeah. Well, and I look at that too, because like the 737 I have, and the other brand is only a 70, but it's huge. Like, I don't know if you've seen my pictures of it. It's a huge airplane, and this isn't that much smaller.
Nope.
It's actually still a good size, because for our jet rally, we have a size limit when it comes to electrics. And even though this is a 64 millimeter plane, based on the length and the wingspan, it still fits within that size range.
Right.
So it's a good size airplane, and I'm really excited because obviously you fly the real ones, so
I do.
It's kind of and
well, the cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Sorry,
your double life is
everyone knew that. Everyone knew that. Everyone knew that.
I know it.
So.
I know I fly for a living, but yes, matter of fact, that's part of the reason I don't own the other one is because I don't fly the 737. I fly the Airbus, and I thought, man, they should really make an Airbus. And I'd heard rumors and talked to some of the EFlight guys and Horizon guys actually, and they were telling me, you never know, So I kind of took that as a elbow, hey, just hang out, but it's truly amazing.
It's got some really cool features looking for it. I'll tell you what the most interesting feature for me so far is the speed control. It's not 2 separate speed controls. It's one.
Correct.
which is a first for brushless, at least in the airplanes I've been flying. I can't think of a single time we've run. It's always been a single.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I know, right?
It's a game changer in my opinion. So I'm sure the floodgates are going to open now with multi-engine.
Yeah, sure.
That was really a big change. And I was like, because I'm like, I know the math behind it, like the tech behind it a little bit. With brushed, you're just dealing with AC, AC/DC. With brushless, right? It's you're alternating and everything. So it just changes the game that they were able to do that. So I'm really excited about that. 6S, and it says a huge range, 3,000 to 7,000. So
wow.
Yeah,
that's
so
incredible.
I guess so. If you want to fly to Hawaii, you can probably make it with this one.
Yeah, great. That's true. You could. The only thing that some of the guys said was that the battery strap lost a little bit. So putting a 7,000 in there, you're going to have to add either a different strap or add to the strap that's in there.
Okay.
It goes around a 5,000 milliamp, but something got lost in translation. I think the ones that are coming out may have that, but the pre-production stuff that those guys got a handle on just had the smaller straps.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that if it makes it to you or you've pre-ordered one, and it comes 7,000 milliamp. I think one of the guys said they could fly for like 13 minutes. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but so what's that?
Oh, just time that's always our biggest concern is how long can we fly a plane for? We can fly the big EFlight T-28 for 7-10 minutes if we goof around, but
if you're easy on the
an EDF, you're pushing 5-6 minutes if you're lucky, and if you go to over that with this, that's awesome.
Well, one of the videos I saw was pretty amazing. The guy that was flying it, he did a partial, like a 3/4 throttle takeoff, and the airplane performed just perfectly. I like the engines. They have the scimitar blades inside the EDF. That's very
I see
of
that.
the real ones.
Yeah,
it does have a good sound to it. It climbed out great. Looks like it was really stable. There's 3 types you can get, or 4 actually, but you can get the plug and play, ready to for your own receiver if you use something other than the Spectrum. You can get the bind and fly, which is with the Spectrum, and then you can get the bind and fly in a all white scheme without the colors. So the one that they sell is the official Airbus colors. I did not realize, but they actually bought the rights to that from Airbus. I didn't know that till later.
Officially licensed.
So it's officially licensed Airbus. They didn't want to call it something other than what it was. And it's got 2 main gear like the real airplane, and the nose gear looks scale. Everything looks really good. They've done a really, really good job. It comes with the GE engines, so they look pretty amazing. And then it has the little sharklets, is what they call them, or the winglets. We call them sharklets in the industry, but the sharklets actually attach. They slip on and off, so you can take them on and off if you don't want them on. But yeah, it was a really I guess Cali Graphics has got one as now. They're putting her on the pre-release order, so she can get one in her hands and then kind of do the measuring and make custom graphics and stuff for it. So she's doing pretty well there.
Because there's so many paint schemes for the 320.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, even if you just think of your employer, they do all of their theme planes based on the 320, so you could do every theme plane.
That's true.
And then of course, old school America West. I like to do it in the old school colors. But
we actually, believe it or not, most of the theme planes get repainted to the 321s.
Oh, did they? Okay, that's cool. Yep. I know they were starting.
It used
to
be
do
319s. Used to be 319s, and then they went to the 321s. So I just flew. Yeah. I've flown 2 of them in the last couple of months. So.
Nice.
But they're pretty cool. You don't really notice until somebody mentions it, because when you get on, the cockpit looks the same in every airplane.
Oh yeah, it's just
like I don't know what the outside of the airplane looks like till I get out and walk around. I was like, oh hey, look, we got a new paint scheme. It's one of the things that impressed me as well is the new thumb screws that it comes with to put the airplane together. That is truly amazing. One of the things that I hate to do, I really do, is disassemble my airplanes and drag them back home. And then, some of the airplanes I have to, they're big enough that I have wing bags and all this stuff, and they're just big. I can't fit it in the truck or the trailer. It won't fit. But even my like T-28 Trojan, I hate taking the wing on and off. I really do, because it's such a pain. I got to have the little, screw, or not screw, but hex driver, and then, come off, and I got to save them, and I'm always dropping screws and stuff. This is amazing because they've got these big, huge thumb screws that look like, I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's what I call them, a thumb screw, because they're big knob on the end of a little, rod, and it's got screws on it. And so you put the fuselage together that way, you put the wings on that way. And so if you needed to disassemble it all the way down, if you had a small car like Jay's, you could disassemble them and put it together. And there's no wires to mess with, because when you clip it together, it automatically connects. And that's a lot of thought process that went into this, and I'm appreciative of that.
Oh yeah. Also the battery door on the top, there's plastic on the ends, so that, because every battery door we have, is usually just foam and a little switch, or a little slider to get it open, and all that foam wears away, the paint wears away, or it just gets dirty from your from your greasy hands. And now it's like plastic on the end where it won't fade away, at least not
it gives you something to kind of grab onto and not pinch the foam or crush
lots of thought that went into this. And so I'm going to be going to the doctor's office later today and getting a kidney removed so I can afford it.
That's funny you mentioned that, because I was kind of interested when I heard about it, and I'm like, oh man, with the way things are going, and knowing that most of these foam airplanes have increased in price quite a bit, and but they've done a really good job. I have to admit that the price point on it for that size, now, you always equate that size with a higher KV, 90 millimeter style. But they were able to get good performance, good range, a good size airplane, and it's right around the same price point. If you pre-order it right now, it runs depending on which model you get, runs anywhere from $550 to $620 or so. $649.
Yeah.
And so, you can get a good deal with it if you think about the lower end of it, and then buying the receiver to go with it. You could almost, if you bought the bind and fly, you almost come out a little bit ahead, because I think so. That Spectrum receiver is definitely like $129 for the one they have in there. So it's almost like they give you a little discount for buying them together, where if you actually had to buy them separately, you could pay a little bit more. But I was really shocked, especially in light of everything going on in today's world. We do have the tariffs, we do have, shipping charges have gone up. We've got all this kind of stuff, and they were able to kind of work it to where it's not, thousands of dollars for a foam airplane.
It's still a good price.
Yeah. Even compared to the competitions out there that, you look around and say, okay, this is what I get for my money. It is, probably slightly more than what the 64 millimeter should run, but you're getting a lot of new technology, I think, for that price point.
Yeah, I agree. I was just, the only thing cheap anymore these days are our jokes on this show. So,
that's true.
It's everything else costs a fortune.
Not only are they cheap, not only are they cheap, but they're free advice. There you go.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So. Well, it's on sale. Well, not on sale, but it's going for pre-order, and I actually have one in my cart. I'm really trying to figure out when to click the button, but I figured I'd talk to you guys first and figure it out. I do want the white one because obviously, I would like to paint it to look like something that reflects my style and what I do for a living. So I'm interested in that, which would require a little bit of work and effort on my part, or to call Callie and have her do it. But it looks like they're shipping sometime in September, and I'm excited to see one.
I can't even imagine how many we're going to have at the Jet Rally in November.
Yeah. And I highly suspect that they will run out of the white ones on a very fast.
Yes.
Very fast. Yeah.
Yep.
And I imagine that Callie's going to be pretty darn busy. It's like 55 different. Hey, do you have this? From what I understand, she has a few paint schemes already. Like they sent it to her. She has one or two that she's designed or has available. And then if you have a custom one, I'm sure she's willing to kind of.
Yeah, she doesn't make work. I can't tell you how many planes I have with her work. I have decals that I've ordered. I just haven't even put on the plane jet. I've got a L39 I've been working on that I've got all the decals for. I've got a couple other planes. I got all the decals for, and they're Callie, of course, because she does such good work.
Yep. Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, you can't see it, but I have a very similar machine that she has in the back, and I let her do all the work. So I just let her figure it out and just send them to me. They're a good price, and she does a good job.
Oh, she's so reasonable. I mean, for what you get, I mean, if you get it and it's not quite right, she'll fix it. Oh yeah, and no, it doesn't charge you, or if it's minimal, if she does, and I'd rather just give her something for the effort. But
sure.
So
Jay,
glad she's keep her employed.
Yeah, exactly, right there. Jay, you been kind of silent on it. What are your thoughts?
Well, it sounds great. I mean, now didn't they? Because this is making me think of like Big Mike's plane.
Yeah, that's the 737.
What was that one?
Promotion.
It's by the same guys, right?
Nope.
No.
Oh, it's not.
That one was a free wing. That's the one that Shannon has. Shannon.
Yeah, I have.
Shannon has.
I still have one. Yeah, I have it in the Navy paint scheme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Big Mike had one that he just kind of had. I forget what paint scheme he had. It was kind of like his own design. So that was free wing, just as EFlight.
Oh, I thought that was an EFlight. That was another EFlight.
No, he had it. No, I think the confusion was his Ethiopian Airways paint scheme. That's what I think he finally
maybe
yeah, something like that.
Well,
it's because he brought it to the show. They did, yeah.
Long ago, but it was based on this 777, and it was okay. This is the night and day.
Yeah, this is 180 degree difference.
Well, I mean, just from because that one, if I remember, I want to say it was a 70 millimeter.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, it was because I have it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm just thinking if they depending on how they designed it, and if they if they were smart and they were really watching their weight, and they have a really good efficient 64 millimeter, and I haven't had a chance to look into the speed controller, but it sounds like some of the newer speed controllers that come from drones, where it's able to control. You can have one controller and it's controlling all four of the motors. I think it's probably something based off of that, with that type of technology. Yep. So
I think
those things are really, really efficient. So if you have a really efficient speed controller joined with a super light plane, and it sounds like you said they put a lot of thought into it. So if they strip down all the weight that they could, or are really smart about it, and you have a really efficient fan, a lighter fan that puts out a good amount of thrust, plus the super light plane, heavy battery, and you're able to, that type of design, I could see where they're saying they're able to fly for 10 or 12 minutes. I mean, just being smart about it.
Well, so the all up weight, according to their specs, is about 8 pounds. How much is your free wing? Yeah. How much does your free wing weigh?
Oh, like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So there's the difference right there.
Yep.
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah, because 104 ounces without and 130 depending upon what battery. So you're looking right around there.
Yeah.
But I love the size. It's like
I was really shocked. Yeah.
It's it's bigger. It's you're definitely gonna be able to see it in the air. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
And and if it'll fit in my car a lot better than I barely can get that 737. I can get it in like one more airplane if I'm lucky, because I have to angle it to fit. I mean, that's how big it is.
Well, the quick disconnects of the electronics is really impressive to me, and more people are doing that. I mean, even at this size, this little jet that I have in the back, it's a FABA, I think. Global Jet Club makes it, but when you push these together, they automatically connect. The gear, brakes, flaps, aileron, lights, all of that. Just you plug it right in. And I, on my big L39, I custom made all those harnesses so that it would do that.
Yep.
The same with on the big Cessna. I did it on the big Cessna as well. I put custom harnesses in there and, soldered everything, got it to where you just push it in and you don't have to worry about it. And I think that's the way of the future. But to be able to split it, the fuselage into doing that was for me I was like, no way, because I've got, 3 feet of wire going back to there. And then to be able to pull that fuselage in half and put it in your car, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that is just amazing.
Yeah.
So, because half the time half the damage on my airplanes, rather than low passes and getting weed whacked is putting them in the car. Yeah, they're just hanger ash, like ding a wing. Oh,
Yeah, getting it out of the garage. It's like
I've had days where trailer.
I've had days where I was going to take a plane to the airfield, but when I was pulling down from the rack or the ceiling, I damaged something so bad I couldn't fly it. And I'm like, great, now I got to pick something else to fly. It's like, I tell you what they really need to do is, I don't know if you saw the video yet, but they had the little tug pulling it out. Where's that at? Is that, I want to see that.
Where is the tug? Is that out? Yeah.
And we want, we need a set of air stairs to pull up, or we need an RC jet bridge to pull up to the gates.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
It
a little
changed the whole
snack
field
carton
into an
there.
airport. Flight attendants getting out.
Yeah,
that is funny.
Not saying that you can't do it. It's just if you want to spend the money to do it, that's the point.
I know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the X1. The guys at what's his name, Brad. He has his kid has the X1 that he tows around with the
Jeep. Yeah.
That's funny. They need that. That's pretty fun. So we need to have a little tug. But the video was kind of. I liked the video. It was kind of good. And like I said, I've watched a couple of the pre-order guys that have their hands on it already and have done a great job with it. So if you haven't had a chance, jump on YouTube and check those guys out, and let us know how you think about or what you think about it. I definitely would put an order in. If you can. If you like their paint scheme, it's great. If you want to do something on your own, which I'm sure there will be. Just thinking the 7.3 when it came out, the AN 37.
Oh yeah,
37, whatever it was.
Yeah, AL37.
The Freewing when it came out. How many people? Yeah, AL37. There were so many different paint schemes, and even yours. I mean, yours is pretty unique in its own. So it would be exciting to see all the new ones out there. So, but anyway. Well, that's it for this week. We got anything going on? There's a couple of we're trying to beat the heat, so I'm inside most of the time, but just taking advantage of the build. But I think there's a couple of events coming up.
Might try to sneak up to Flagstaff for Beat the Heat. Yeah. Most of California, so there's a few other things. I wish we were at Jets and Gover, Kentucky. Maybe next year we can all meet there.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Jay's close.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Jay's closer than Kentucky. We are now.
But I've been watching the videos from that. That's pretty exciting. That's like a bucket list RC event for me, definitely. Yeah. But other than that, staying in the house, trying to clean up, get ready for the fall.
Yeah. You know what? The other thing that's really close to Jay now is the Triple Tree Aerodrome.
Joe Knoll, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Knoll's not that far away. So I'll have to, it was when we were out here, it's always like, it's a long trek out there. But now go to see Jay, it's just up the road a couple hours. So
nice.
Have to figure that one out and time that.
Was that on purpose, Jay? Did you move there just because Joe Knoll's up the road?
Just lucky. Just born lucky.
Sometimes it's better be lucky than good. That's all.
Don't tell my wife. Right. Don't tell my wife. That was the whole plan all along, just so I can go fly there.
It's like, hey, this is a good place. How about this? You like this place? Yep. Okay, perfect. And right, you sign the papers in the house. You go, okay, I'm off to Joe Knoll. See ya.
I'm off to Joe. Awesome. That's gonna go over really big. The perch are showing up on Tuesday. Oh, I should be back. Maybe.
That's funny. So, Well, we are going to let you go. Jay, hopefully you'll get some time to go check out the field and let us know how that's going, and find the box that actually has your microphone in it. So you can pick
we're working on,
I know, right? He's got it. He's in there. It's in one of those boxes.
It's somewhere in this room. How about that?
Mm-hmm. They got it narrowed down to one room. So anyway, well, I'm Michael from Arizona.
I'm Jay from the low country of South Carolina.
And Shannon G in Mesa AZ.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Let's fly.
You have been listening to the Park Flyer Podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to your next visit. Please give our show a star rating and review, and feel free to email us your questions, topics, or suggestions to parkflyerpodcast@gmail.com.